Okay, so after looking at the tape from yesterday, I thought our offensive line blocked very, very well. A really good protection, good pockets. They did a nice job in the run game. Obviously, the receivers did some nice things. Thielen, Jefferson, KJ Conk had a couple big plays in there. We were able to get to the perimeter a little bit with some of the play actions, and then defensively, we played good for most of the day. We didn't play very good. In that fourth down play, and then we let the quarterback scramble for 48 yards. So we have to clean that up. Special teams was a little bit hit and miss. Missed 2 field goals and had a punt blocked for a touchdown. So we'll continue to try to work on cleaning that up so those kind of miscues don't happen. But we got to stop putting the ball on the ground, and we have to eliminate some of these penalties that we had. Questions?
All right, Andrew followed by Joe.
Hey, Mike, just saw the move with Patrick Peterson to IR. What happened with him?
It's a hamstring.
How are you feeling just about your cornerback group right now moving forward?
Yeah, I feel fine. Patrick's played really well. We'll miss him for sure, but Dantzler's done decent, and so is Breland.
Mike, you've now won close games. You can come back in the fourth quarter. Is the next step in this team to put a team away when you got a chance to put them away? Is that something that has to kind of be learned?
Yeah, that's part of it. Is we have to put our foot on their throat when we've got the opportunities, and we didn't do that yesterday. We have won 3 out of the last 4, so we'll just keep plugging away, trying to get better.
Eric followed by John.
Hey, Mike, we talked to Adam Thielen earlier. He said that after the block punt that, guys kind of stood up on the sideline and were like, hey, we got to get going here. I guess, what did you see from the offense and kind of how they responded and actually got in gear after that block punt?
Yeah, well, I think, Dalvin did a great job at halftime getting guys, telling them, how we can get going here. And then same thing, offensively, I think, we just started hitting some more runs, which led to some really good throws. But again, the offensive line, they blocked very well against some really good rushers.
Mike, is that it seems like that maybe is your biggest bright spot takeaway from that game is your offensive line.
Yeah, I mean,
is that correct? Or
I think the offensive line played great. So yeah, I guess maybe that's the best thing. But they were 2 out of 12 on third down. I mean, there's a lot of good things.
Do you feel? If I could follow.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say I think we were 43% on third down offensively too, something like that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You've been telling us all year that you think this is a good team. Do you feel like you saw more of that in growth on Sunday?
I still think there's a lot of areas that we can get better at, but I do think if we're clicking on all cylinders, we have an opportunity to be good. I thought we would have rushed the passer a little bit better yesterday, even though we had 4 sacks and we harassed him all day. I thought we would have, got him on the ground a few more times, but he was moving and getting the ball out. So, we just have to keep going. Just got to keep working at continually get better. Continue work on our timing. Disguises on defense. Different areas there. Red zone on offense. I think we kicked field goals twice down there.
Mike, James Lynch got in the game yesterday, made a play. You talked a little bit in the preseason and training camp about what you had seen in terms of his growth. I guess what has he done and showed you in practice that allowed for that opportunity yesterday?
Yeah, well, when he came here, he was kind of get up the field, get cut out of blocks, he's been playing blocks a lot better. On the sack that he got yesterday, we picked the guard for him, and so Kendricks did a good job getting him free. A lot of times, that happens. Somebody gets a sack because somebody else does a nice job, but he played pretty well yesterday.
Arif, followed by Courtney.
Hey, after the game winner from KJ Osborn, it seems like he's, grown tremendously since his rookie year. What are kind of the biggest differences you've seen between what he is now, which seems to be an established receiver in the offense, and what he was at the beginning of this offseason?
Well, I think he's made plays. He can play all three spots. He's made plays. In crunch time, he's earned opportunities to get the ball. So, did we know that that's what was going to be when we came into OTAs last year? No. But, he's done a nice job. He's caught the ball well. He's competed, runs good routes. So it's been a good surprise.
Mike, with Peterson, is that a situation where you anticipate he'd be designated to return off IR, or is this a season-ending thing?
No, we don't believe it's season ending.
Eric, followed by Craig.
Hey, Mike, you said yesterday that you felt worn out after the game. Do you feel like the bye is coming at a good time, just with the roller coaster these first 6 weeks have been?
I guess so. We've been going since July 20th or something. It's like 3 months in there. We don't get to pick the buys, but we obviously have a tough stretch coming up. Knock on wood, we've been fairly healthy. I think we should get Mike Pierce back here pretty quick, and then we lost Peterson. Finally got Barr back, so we're hanging in there injury wise, I think, and I think that helps. So we'll give these guys a little time to heal up and get back going.
Coach, what did CJ Ham's 30-yard gain do for you? And then what about his versatility on the heavy personnel for the Herndon touchdown? And then lastly, Dalvin said yesterday to ask you about the arm flapping celebration.
I'm going to leave that alone. CJ, actually, it was a great run. He made the safety miss. I think one of the guys made a miss. It was a nice little cut that he made. He did a great job twice on the edge on some of the keeper plays that we had. He cut the guy. So it gave Kirk a lot of time to find some of these guys open. And, he's just a good football player. He does everything right. Great kid. Works on special teams. Everything he does is really good.
Reef.
You've won another close game, which obviously there's a lot of value in finding ways to win close games. But what can be done to prevent games where you're ahead by multiple scores from becoming close later on, like in this game and in the Lions game?
Well, I think we got 2 turnovers down there, and we ended up missing one field goal, and we just got to sustain drives. The one right before if I remember right, the one we missed right before the field goal. When we punted, we just ran into, we threw the ball out there to a smoke on the wide receiver, and it was a loss of 1, and then then we got like 2 yards, and then we thought they were going to be in something else, and we thought we'd spring Dalvin to the outside, and he got sprung in there.
Eric, followed by Courtney.
Yeah, Mike, you've had a lot of praise for the O-line, but how do you think Darisaw did, just your takeaways from his first NFL start?
Yeah, he did really well. First time out against a good, Burns is a good pass rusher. He did a nice job there. He got beat once, I think, on a pass protection, and there was one play he was supposed to do something that he didn't do, but other than that, I thought he played really well. He's very athletic.
Mike, now that you're at the bye, and I'm sure this will be something you evaluate over the week, can you kind of sum up at least what you feel about Clint's play calling and just like the strides he's made from preseason through the first 6 weeks?
Yeah, I think he's continually learning. I thought he did a really good job yesterday. There's always going to be some days that are better than others. The defense might be one step ahead of the offense, or they just might be making more plays. We got the ball down the field some yesterday, which was good. We had a couple other shots we wanted to take that didn't get there, and then we got the running game going. So I think all that's hand in hand. The one screen we had that we had like 3 guys out there, and the one guy made the tackle. That would have been a heck of a play call, but it's always a work in progress, regardless if it's your 6th game or your 86th game. It's always a work in progress.
I'll open it up with time for 2 more, whoever wants to ask.
Mike, on the 2-point conversions yesterday, what's your thought process there when you're just weighing whether to go for 2 or just to kick it there?
Well, it was on the 1, so I figured we had a better chance getting the ball from the 1-yard line. Just figured that we would make that. That's all. Usually I'm not going to go for 2 unless it's later on in the game, somewhere end of the 3rd or beginning of the 4th quarter. But they gave us an opportunity to put the ball on the 1-yard line.